Hey, hey there. How's it going, everybody? It's March 25th. It's Thursday, and let's talk hockey. That's what we're looking at right now. I'm waiting for some faux Vietnamese soup, which usually is under 10 minutes. So this video is not going to be more than 10 minutes long. Once again, I'm not in a state where I can bet. So this is all for you guys who care about hockey. Last night's pick won. Pittsburgh won 5-2 against Buffalo last night. That was great. So let's see if we can pick another winner today. Islanders in Boston. Is Sorokin going instead of Varlamov? That's an interesting question, which gives me pause on analyzing that game. So it's tough to make a decision without knowing that goaltender. You tend to look more on the side of the Islanders if Varlamov's playing, so keep that in mind. Rangers in Philadelphia. It's a close game according to power strength there, adjusted power, and the projected score. Goaltending, Shesterkin, Rangers, not great. Carter Hart, I've seen him be iffy. And Philly playing terrible, only winning 22% of their games in the last 15 days. So that's a tough game to pick. Jersey and the Caps. The Caps would have Vancheck going. Caps playing great. Look at how bad the Devils are playing. Minus 190 is almost a reasonable line for the Caps there. 66-38 in adjusted power. 4-2 game at thanks. Pretty good pick there. I don't know if it's pick of the day worthy, but it's pretty good. Carolina and Columbus. Carolina 53-42% in power. Thinks they're going to win 4-3. The goaltending is not there in this game. I like an over in that game because it's already predicting 6.7 goals. Thinks that's like a 4-3, 3-3 overtime type game, or Carolina wins like 4-2. So I like that more than Carolina's minus 165 because the goaltending is bad for both those teams. Toronto and Ottawa. Toronto 5-3. Thinks there'll be a lot of goals. Doesn't think Ottawa will do what they just did to Calgary last night or whatever and have a lower scoring game that they won. Toronto I haven't seen play in a while. Dude, look at the goaltendings. Campbell and Gustafson. It does think a lot of goals, so that's interesting. But those games are tough to pick with those Canadian teams. I don't know. They're sneaky. Buffalo and Pittsburgh, right? So what have we said about things like now Vegas is caught up after we win that pick yesterday. Look at that there. Oh, sorry. I've been having the dimmer on. That's wondering what's going on. Yeah, like the Pittsburgh there, minus 315 now. Yeah, I mean, Buffalo, look how awful they are. They actually have not won a game in the last 30 days. That's what that says with this 2 zeros. Why would they win now? It seems like easy money to bet against them. They'll eventually win a game, but Casey DeSmith going for Pittsburgh. Expect goals in these games. It happened a little bit yesterday, right? It ended up being 5-2. Expect goals with a team that hasn't won in a month. Because either they're going to get scored on or they're going to try to score to win. Like something's going to happen there. I don't think they have a low-scoring game until they win a game. Florida and Chicago. Likes Florida. Line's consistent with that, though, because it still thinks it's a close game because Chicago's not a bad team with decent goaltending, but they haven't been playing well. That is the thing with Chicago is that they have not been playing well. So you can see they only won 20. They're dropping down in the last 15 days from the last 30. Detroit and Nashville. Detroit, Thomas Greiss is unconfirmed. If that's the case, like I say, go with Nashville, but watch the goalies there. And that's why there's a sneaky minus 180 on Nashville there. If Greiss doesn't go, I don't know. It's a tough one. The under, see, it's weird. You don't want to take an under in a game with Greiss because he's so bad, but they might not be scoring because these teams can't score, so it's a tough game to pick. St. Louis and Minnesota. Thinks it's a close game. I would like Minnesota personally, so you always go against what I say. But the algorithm's really, really close. Other than the fact that Minnesota's playing better than St. Louis recently, much better recently. That's a strong reason to take a very reasonable minus 120 line from Minnesota. But it does say it's a very close game, so don't let that fool you. Look, it says it's 52% to 48. One of the closer games, so it's actually not a good bet, and Vegas line is consistent with the variance in that game. Tampa Bay and Dallas. Tampa Bay's only minus 175 against Dallas? What? Why? That's not bad. I would take that. Look, it says the score's going to be 7-0. Minus 175 is very reasonable on a parlay for Tampa Bay. I almost want to make that my pick of the day, but it's a minus 175, but it's very reasonable. That is really, really, really reasonable to have Tampa Bay against Dallas. Odinger's going. He's a 57% goalie, right? Wow. I don't understand why it's only minus 175. That line's going to move after this video if I'm right about that. I don't understand what's going on there. Unless Tampa Bay doesn't need to win for some reason, which may be the case, but I don't know why. Vegas and Colorado. Wow. Why no goals in this game? What? 3-2 Colorado? How about that? Says so much respect for Grubauer and Marc-Andre Fleury that it thinks there will be no goals in this game, and it's going to be 3-1, 3-2, definitely under the 5.5, and taking even under 5 is almost reasonable. Thinks it's a super low scoring game, so that's something to watch. That is a very low projection right there, of under 3 to under 2. That almost never happens if you look around. So he's even in like the Nashville-Detroit game. What's the projection score? Is still 3.3 to 2. Like that is one of the lowest projections I've seen in a long time. So I guess you have to, if you trust the algorithm at all, and I don't have the sheet open to tell me what the over-under is set at in the game. It's probably set at 5.5. But to take the under 5.5 in that game is probably the algorithm's mathematical pick of the day when it comes to over-unders anyway. It would be that under. The best money line and team to win is Tampa Bay. I mean, look at that 95% to 39% right there. And this projected score is out of control in the goaltending. So Tampa Bay minus 175, or I guess Tampa Bay minus 1.5. But I don't like making puck line picks my pick of the day, just because teams try to win games. So I'd rather say just Tampa Bay minus 175 is the pick of the day. If you're gonna bet a substantial amount on one pick on the day, that would be the one. And a parlay, them with the under, or there's a lot of stuff today. There's a lot of action today. There's something else. The Capitals, right? The Caps money line to win was also good against the Devils there. Especially Blackwood going he's not good, but none of their going. Wedgwood or Blackwood, doesn't matter, I think, right? Anyway, all right, guys, my faux soup's got to be ready by now. So good luck. May all your picks be winning.